You are a market leader operating in a highly competitive industry where efficiency and tangible results are paramount. You have a small and dedicated marketing team focused on executing regular marketing communications that must deliver immediate, measurable outcomes. You need a marketing partner that can seamlessly collaborate with your team, ensuring swift and frictionless execution, all while achieving quantifiable results in real time. My name is Tyler Chisholm, and as the co-founder and CEO of Clearmotive Marketing, we can help. With over 15 years of work with clients exactly like you from across North America, we have the team, the skills, and the processes to deliver the marketing that matters to you. Reach out to me on LinkedIn or check out clearmotive.ca to learn more. Hello and a warm Collisions YYC. Welcome to my guest, Miss Aleia Robin. How are you, Aleia?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I am lovely. It's a beautiful, we were just discussing, this is probably going to be live in a week, and hopefully it'll still be sunny and beautiful, but we've had many winters in Calgary this year, seven, I think 6 or 7, but it is a sunny, beautiful day. So as per usual, I am affected by the weather, and today it happens to be in a positive way. I'm excited to come. Like, you and I have only met recently. I've been aware of what you do and the organization you're involved with through a local, I'm going to call her a local legend, Miss Crystal Phillips. Yeah. But you are the managing director at Branch Out Neurological Foundation. And I'm involved in a really cool event you guys have coming up, which we'll talk about. But I wanted to let my audience in on, tell us a little bit about Branch Out Neurological Foundation, what you guys do, and then we'll talk about this really cool bike tour that's coming up.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for having me. This is exciting to be here and to share a little bit more about, Bike Tour and Branch Out and what we do. So, my name is Aleia. I'm the managing director. My main focus is our fundraising, partnerships, strategic direction, and operations of the overall organization. We're looking to scale and expand across Canada and hoping to keep growing. We've been around for 13 years, founded by Miss Crystal Phillips in 2010. And Branch Out Neurological Foundation, we fund brain health research across Canada, focusing on non-pharmaceutical solutions to these disorders. So what does a non-pharmaceutical solution look like? It could be innovative tech, it could be cannabis, psychedelics, supplements, diets, exercise, anything non-pharma. And then what we're really focusing on is those neurological disorders, which is, MS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, autism, mental health, depression, anxiety, the list is huge. And so our main focus is to push that forward. So when you go to the doctor and you say, I have something wrong with me, you have options for your healthcare treatment plan that maybe aren't just medicine. And not that we're against medicine by any means, but it's just about
more options.
Totally. It's about pushing that needle forward in the holistic health area.
Are you seeing, is there any shortage of demand for the studies and for the work that you fund, like in the non-pharmacological, I'll say that 3 times fast, space? I'm assuming there's more demand than there is supply in terms of funds and support to drive these forward. What are you seeing kind of trends in that area? I mean, it's exciting. I love it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's super exciting. So we fund from an undergraduate to a postdoc level. And so we get to see all kinds of research come in, with a mandate being so big of anything neurological disorder, anything non-pharma. We get really cool studies across the board in all these levels every year. And so right now we're seeing a lot of trends in gut-brain connection, psychedelics, cannabis, a lot of stuff around mental health, especially after COVID-19. And so it's really interesting to see the trends, and there is so much need for this research, even just to be given to, physicians and healthcare professionals. A lot of people can't provide resources or insight if there's no research. So this is just the building blocks. This is the foundation of our future.
More than just trusting your gut. Sorry, pun intended.
Totally. Exactly.
And this is 100%, you go out, you raise money, and then you direct these funds specifically to these different initiatives. This is 100% donor driven. Like, where do the funds come from?
Yeah, great question. So, before COVID, it was a little bit more challenging to get the government on board with some of the things we were funding, around cannabis and psychedelics. But I think as the world is changing, we're able to get some more funding from the government. But we've primarily ran off of donors, high net worth individuals, people that really care about the organization. Corporate companies as well have really driven our mission forward. But it's really exciting. We have a great community of donors and people that are invested in tech and solutions in these areas. And so we're looking to expand a little bit more. Perhaps there is some government grants there, but also we do our big event, our big bike tour event every year, and a lot of the funds come from that as well.
How many years? And again, I'll be fully transparent. I've been asked, and I've graciously accepted to MC the event this year. So I'm really excited about it. Crystal's been threatening me for a couple of years that she was going to rope me into this. So when she asked, I pretended to act coy, but I said yes right away. She's very persuasive.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, very much so. How has that event, because you've been around for 13 years, this is the 13th annual. So those are really in lockstep together, like the organization and this event have been there since the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. So our 13th year coming up, which is crazy, and everybody comes out. It's a big weekend event. This year it's June 7th to 9th.
Nice.
It's in Panorama, Invermere, BC, and it's not just a bike ride. It's a weekend event with a gala, engagement, networking. We have so many different people from across Canada, Calgary, corporate, scientists, physicians, startups. Our base of people and participants that come out are, widespread across industries and the country. And it's a really cool event to just meet people and raise awareness and support for what we do and the importance of it.
I love it. And to be clear, this is a bike tour, not a bike race.
Yes.
There's a difference for anybody who's thinking, no. For anyone who's thinking about signing up, I know that could be a deterrent. Like, whoa, wait a second. Hey, I don't want to, but it's a bike tour. This is a bunch of people having a shared experience. How many riders do you typically get?
Yeah, we typically get around 250 to 300 riders.
Nice.
We've had up to 450 one year. I think that was 2014. But we're looking to get that sweet spot at around 300 this year. And cyclists can either decide to ride 80 or 100K. You can ride on a mountain bike, an e-bike, a road bike. I'd recommend a road bike.
Oh, wait, back up. Did you say e-bike? Wait, okay. I heard
did.
E-bike. We just opened the door for a whole other group of individuals to go, what? Wait, I can bring my battery charge, because some of these about 80K is their range for some of those bikes.
Yeah, I know. It's perfect if you have an extra battery for your e-bike as well. We've had some people do it. I'm like, this is brilliant.
So you can game the system because it's about participation. It's not about winning.
Totally.
It's not about, there's no cheating. There's just participating.
Yeah. And it's a mix of, we have a few Olympic athletes, high level cyclists, to somebody borrowing their neighbor's bike. So
somebody
it's not
always
a race.
is racing. Like somebody's always racing their friend, their buddy, their whatever.
People that have that competitive bone in their body.
Of course. So, but 80 to 100K, and this is in Panorama, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Panorama, Invermere, we stay at Panorama or in the surrounding area. Our gala and registration and bike storage and all these kinds of things happen at Panorama. So the race starts from the top of the hill. You're going to head down into Invermere around the lake for 80K. And then if you would like to do 100K, you head back up the Panorama Hill.
You start downhill and you finish uphill. I can feel. I'm like, wait. It's like when you leave on your bike and you got the wind at your back, and then all of a sudden you turn around, and you're like, oh goodness, I went too far.
Yeah, I think people have a really good sense of accomplishment when they do our tour. It's not a race, but it is a long distance for people that maybe don't cycle a lot. And, we make it a little bit easier on the body and on the brain. We have rest stops along the way. So we have things like fruit and granola bars and Gatorade, and we have our IHOP pancakes and bacon stop and our candy stop. We'll have this year at the 4th rest stop before you go up the hill, we're going to have an espresso bar. So, we're trying to make it.
Okay. All right. You're painting a nice picture for me here. This is making it a lot more approachable than like 100K, last 20's uphill. What do you think about that idea?
Yeah, exactly. So we're just trying to make it an enjoyable experience and ensure that people are comfortable and happy and feeling accomplished.
So I'm thinking back to my old running the Terry Fox run or doing things like that when I was a kid. Do I just pay, or do I get pledges? Do I raise money? How does it, walk me through? Okay, you and I decide to sign up tomorrow. Are we going to our friends and getting them to put money down for us to finish? How does that work?
Yeah, of course. So if you go on our website, branchoutfoundation.com, there's a link to our bike tour page where there's a whole bunch of details if you want to be a rider or a volunteer, or if you'd like to donate to the campaign. To register, it is $200. So this includes your gala ticket, your swag bag, and some of the extra stuff that we have on our end to make sure that the event is successful. And then on top of that, once registered, you get an individual fundraising campaign page. This is a really easy tool to use, and you can send it out to friends and family, and the minimum fundraising is $450. So I always say, write a quick note about why this is important to you, why you're doing this tour, and send it to a few family members asking for $50, and just like that, I'm sure you'll reach your minimum. But if you'd like to fundraise more, go for it.
Oh, there's a floor, but there's no ceiling. Okay, come on,
exactly.
For sure. If you want to be competitive, who can raise the most? So that's something that's competition worthy.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been involved in this for a little bit. Talk to me about some of the people you meet on the ride. Like, I'm assuming there's some pretty heartwarming stories. There's supporters, there's families, there's people that have suffered and survived and thrived. What are some of the things you like? Who are some of the people you meet?
Yeah, great question. As I said, it's kind of a mixed bag, and that's why I really love about it. You have people that are experiencing neurological disorders at the moment. You have people that are, hand or arm cycling, 80K, which is, incredible. You have people that dress up in costumes to support their friends or family, or people that perhaps have passed on. Or you even have people in the health tech stream that are just trying to get in touch and learn more about different conditions and disorders and want to support this. So it's always heartwarming. It's always impactful. We have 2 speakers every year that come out, a research speaker, so scientific, talking about what we're doing, what we're funding, and their research. And then we have a lived experience speaker, which always hits home for a lot of people. And we invite somebody with a neurological disorder to come out and speak to their life and their story. And it's really impactful and moving.
Well, I love to shoot whatever it is. The more we can humanize it, the more we can find it relatable.
100%.
The more we can say, hey, fortunate that I'm not dealing with this, but this other person, it can happen. And things like this can happen to any of us. That's the reality, right?
Well, yeah, 1 in 3 people have a neurological disorder.
Is that what it is?
Interesting.
That's a pretty, okay, wow. Those are powerful numbers.
Yeah. When you ask a group of people, what is a neurological disorder, that word doesn't always register. But like I said, it could be having any sort of mental health, could be having any sort of brain disorder, concussions, issues with functioning. It's really widespread.
When you really understand what the term actually encompasses, because you're like, oh no, I don't have that, but I have this. Oh, that does fall underneath
totally.
That. So talk to me a little bit about fundraising goals. Like, is this your pinnacle event of the year when it comes to fundraising?
Yeah, this is our major event of the year, all hands on deck with Branch Out. We have an amazing event planner that helps us put it all together. But, we have our gala portion, which is really great and really is awesome for fundraising portion. But so fundraising for yourself, like I said, it's great to send out to friends and family, but we have different layers and tiers for fundraising as well. So minimum is $450. If you raise $750 this year, you'll get a custom dad hat. If you get $1,500, I believe, you'll get a cycling case. And then if you raise $3,000 and above, you'll get a pair of Branch Out Oakley cycling sunglasses. So,
oh, nice. You guys are sweetening the pot. And
we definitely are. Yeah, we got some good prizes this year. And so motivation for people to, even call on their companies and their friends and things like that to donate and get involved.
Being competitive in the right areas. And do you have an overall fundraising goal? Because I'm not sure if you want to share that or if that's a number that you pose. I know as most like not-for-profits, you're pretty transparent about what you're trying to do, especially when it comes to we need to raise X so we can do Y, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So last year we raised $250,000 over the weekend, which is absolutely incredible. And this year we're gonna bump it up a notch, and we're gonna try to raise $300,000 this year.
Of course, we have to beat, and yes, we absolutely have to beat last year. Speaking of being competitive,
yeah.
And how are things looking from a registration perspective? And I know you and I talked about this. This is the anxiety of leading up to an event. Are people going to sign up? What are you seeing? I guess this nice weather is probably going to help.
Yeah, I honestly think the weather has a huge part in it. No one's really thinking about getting on their bike and going for a cycle. struggle when it's pouring rain or snowing. And so, our numbers are looking good. They're slowly increasing. The last couple weeks of May are always huge. And so registration is still open and still available for people and teams to join. And the more the merrier, we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully we'll have around 300 people this year.
And we're about 4 weeks out, right? So from a Calgarian signing up for events perspective, we're slowly getting close to when Calgarians actually sign up for things.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Add some urgency in there.
Yes. I've heard from many event planners that we are notoriously last minute. And I don't know if that's reserved for Calgary, but I know that that's often the experience for event organizers in the city.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not an event organizer. I'm learning to be more of an event organizer because of Bike Tour, but I'm so happy we have an event planner on our team as well.
It's Natalie, right?
Yeah, Natalie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I met her the other day. We have some past mutual friends. And so she is so... When you meet someone like that who's behind the scenes, making it all come together, but is so passionate about the event because she's been doing it for multiple years and she had some personal stories to share. And just, as someone coming into the event for the first time, having heard about it, I'm getting a sense that it's not just another event, that there's people that are involved that I met with the gentleman who does the signs and helps organize the road course. And I've been doing it forever. It's just it gets so much out of it. You could tell how excited he got when he kind of was recounting it, which is really letting me have a window in. And for anyone listening, if you haven't participated, I think there is something special going on here.
Yeah, it's a really incredible organization, and the people that are involved have been affected. They care. They want to make a difference. And also the event is so fun. It is so
Sounds like a
fun.
blast. I can't wait. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be
amazing.
The guy with the microphone cheering you on and kind of getting involved and just throwing it all out there. It's from what I've heard, the audience gives it right back. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, we're super excited to have you. It's going to be so great.
Oh, thank you. And so, and are you riding?
Yeah. So the best thing about having
80,
Natalie...
The 80 or the 100K? What are you doing?
Well, we'll see. I did 80 last year.
We'll see. All right, we'll see.
I might be inspired to do 100. So training a lot more this year and got a new bike, which is great. So
Doesn't new gear make all the difference? It's like when you're a kid and you get new running shoes and you just feel like you're running faster. I think a bike has the same feeling. Like,
it does.
I'm going to
You're so excited.
That's awesome. Very cool. Well, okay. So you threw it out. Obviously, I'm on your website. Does the bike tour have its own? Oh, it's on the main website, or it's just branchoutfoundation.com/bike-tour. But go to the Branch Out Foundation website. Check out all the other things as well as bike tour. And if someone has questions or they're curious, is most of it on the site? Should they reach out or should they just go register? Let's cut the nonsense. Just go register.
Yeah, you can register online to be a rider or a volunteer. We also sell tickets just for our gala as well.
Amazing.
Let's say you're out in Panorama and you just want to come for the evening portion, which is silent auction, live auction, dinner, speakers, and a dance and DJ, kind of party after. And so all of that's online. All of the information is, but if you need some help, please reach out at bike@branchoutfoundation.com as well.
Amazing. I heard you say the word volunteers.
Yes.
Events like this don't happen without people behind the scenes to make them happen. How many volunteers do you typically need, or do you typically make this work?
We typically have around 60 volunteers. Okay. Currently, I think we have about 30 registered. So, we need a few more.
I hear opportunities. If you don't want to do 80 to 100K, which is totally cool, but as a volunteer, there's just so much. Like, I know myself, there's attending an event and then there's like being part of it. It's so much more fun if you're part of it.
Yeah. And I was just going to add on to that as well. As it is in Panorama, we do have a 30% off discount code for the hotel there. That information is on the website as well. So if you're looking to book,
amazing.
There's also Airbnbs in the area to make it quite affordable in the summer months.
Excellent. Well, yeah, I think we've covered it all.
Yeah.
And I hope that if nothing else, at least people if they don't know about it, at least now they've heard about it, get curious, go check it out. And by all means, please come. It's going to be a blast. It's kind of like, it's one of those things where invite all your friends. It'll be more fun when they're all there. So get a group together, raise some funds. I look forward to seeing you at the event. I look forward to cheering you on at the start and at the end, 2 different versions, the excited version and the tired version, and then seeing everyone at the gala that night. So Leah, thanks for inviting me to join this amazing event. And thanks for coming on to tell the story today.
Oh, thank you so much. This has been so great. And we hope to get a whole bunch of people registered and out in a couple of weeks here. And excited to see you there as well, Tyler.
Amazing.
Thank you so
High
much.
five. Go Bike Tour. Go Bike Tour 2024.